Baseballs are made to be sold worldwide. However, it's necessary to know that their main buyers are professional players, including leagues such as MLB, LMP, Caribbean Series, MPB, among others. These balls are built to league standards and date back to 1872. Each ball is uniform in circumference and weight.
First, hundreds of pills are carried by the factory. The pills are smaller than a golf ball, and it's about 10.5 centimeters in circumference. Inside of every pill, there is a sphere of cork.
After, latex adhesive is poured over hundreds of pills loaded into a drum. The drum is spun by rollers to evenly coat the pills with the adhesive. This adhesive never dries out completely and the pills remain sticky to the touch.
Next, for apply the wool, loop it around the pill. The pill is spun by this machine. To wind the yarn around it, the pill is flattened by this winding substantially.
A second layer of wool is wound around the pills. This yarn is 3-ply and the ball is thickened a little more.
For other winding, another 3-ply yarn is used, but it's a bit larger. The various layers of the yarn are what gives the baseball resistance, so it springs back into shape despite being hit repeatedly.
For the final winding, a poly wool blend much thinner is used because its surface is smoother. This round pill is called the center. It is weighted by his tools and its circumference is measured, which should be 22.5 centimeters.
An adhesive is added to a spring drum. Then they are lowered into the center. Has a center stumble. The glue and the wound fibers are absorbed by the ball, and each one is adhered.
The center's iron dries for 48 hours but remains sticky. Figure 8 shapes from leather are punched out by this hydraulic press, complete with holes around the periphery, allowing them to be stitched into baseball covers.
But first, the date and the lot number is stamped on them. Then, the balls are wrapped in wet towels. The moisture is used to make the leather peelable enough.
The water-based adhesives are rolled onto one side of the cutout, which sticks to the moist leather.
Two cutouts are pressed to the center sticky surface. It's an exactly fit. The leather-clad balls are clamped in a vise. Working with two needles, the third is pulled through the ball by a shovel. In the center and up, through the holes in the leather pieces to cross-stitch them together.
Watch is rubbed by the sawer on the thread to stiffen it, because if it slackens, it's more likely to tangle. A quick work is made by them of 180 stitches in each ball. There are 315 sawers in this factory and 8 to 10,000 balls are produced per day.
The final stitch is made through the center of the baseball and out of the other side. The stitches are pulled by the shovel into a big configuration to give the ball a consistent look and feel.
The balls are rolled into a press that smooths down the seams. Smoother balls are harder to grip and that ball are used to pinching a pit tower for the players. Finally, the trademark league logo and the commissioner's signature are given by a three-headed stamp.
With drawing in circles, a professional baseball took a week to make. And this is how baseballs are made. Its elaboration takes importance because Baseball is the second most famous sport in the world. If these baseballs are lucky, they will be racked and slammed out of the playing field by a great player. But that's another topic.